Wholeness, beautiful beings, welcome to my channel. It's Rashida Silvertree here, and today's topic is about life. The wrong, the good, and the right. The wrong, the good, and the right. We live in a dualistic reality. We live in a reality where there is contrast, where there is light versus dark, good versus evil, feminine versus masculine, war versus peace. Stop, go, up, down, left, right. We live in boxes, we live in compartments, and we do this in this reality to understand, understand life. We use definitions to identify ourselves. Personally, I believe over-identification has really done a number on us in our current culture, especially in the Western world. But the wrong, the good, and the right. What do I mean by this in life? On your path, we're given choices. We're allowed to make choices in existence that I guess it's weird. It's like you're in a video game. You're in a Sims game. You're in a simulation where all the programs are already built in place, and it's your playground. You know, you can make it whatever you want, and you're the character. You're the role player. You can play an evil character. You can play damsel in distress. You can play the villain. You can play the hero, the shero. You can play the bartender serving the hero. You know, like in the game of, or what's it called? Skyrim. Elder Scrolls, where you're the character, and you get to explore the village, right? The community and whatnot, and you go into the inn or to a little bar, or you go to a little hostel to spend the night, and you engage with all these other characters. Some of them play a minor role, some of them play a major role. I use this as an example of that's how life is. We are just characters playing in a play, in a simulation we call reality, where we feel real feelings. We create real experiences. We're victims of circumstances. We create, successes. We create failures. We're coexisting. Whether you're atheist, you follow the program of an atheist, or you follow the program of a Christian or a Muslim, you follow the program of a pagan, you follow the path or the program of a philosopher. It's all programs. It's all set up for us to play this game called life. But where does the wrong, the good, and the right stand? I think it's all about self-discovery. Really, self-discovery. You discover what is wrong for you, what is good for you, what is right for you. Through mistakes, through experiences, through circumstances, through trauma, karma, through other people's mistakes that affect you, through other people's successes that affect you. A lot of the time we don't even realize how we benefit from other people's successes. Ever think about that? You live in a country, in a Western world, where in your neighborhood, in your community, you live in a generally peaceful space. Yeah, you have your petty crimes, you have your thieves, your drug addicts, your homeless, you're all the people at the bottom, right, of society. But in general, you're free to do what you will peacefully. You don't have an external conflict, and that's not everywhere, right? That's not everyone's reality. But for many, it is. And we reap the benefits off of someone else's failures, too. But on this path and journey of self-discovery in this game called life, we must identify what is wrong for us, what is good for us, and what is right for us. You know, environment plays a huge role when discovering what is wrong for you. Your environment, your home. This involves the Earth Star energy portal that we have, the energy center, and this involves the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Do you feel safe? Do you feel loved? Are you acknowledged or ignored? And we experience what is wrong, what feels wrong at a very young age. We may not understand the context or the concept of anything. Most children do not. On a rare occasion, you have those children that have a little bit more depth and insight than your average child. But in general, children lack the understanding of concepts and context of adult thinking and interaction. But regardless of that, they're able to perceive what feels wrong, what feels good, what feels right at a very young age. This is part of the human experience. We must be able to gauge what is wrong, what feels good, what feels right. But at a very young age, we know when the environment feels wrong. When we know when we feel unsafe. We don't know why, we just feel unsafe. Or we know when it feels good. It feels assuring, it feels safe, it feels there's comfort, there's support. And when something feels right to you, that's for you. That is your personal yes from the universe. There's a misconception, though, that all good things are right for you. And I don't believe that. You can be in a good relationship with somebody and it not be the right person for you. You may not be the right person for that person, that good person. That career choice, that job may be a good job. It may be a good career choice, but it's not right for you. This is lifelong. No one has the answers. I will never claim to ever have the answers on this channel, in general, in person or in public, like on this public channel platform. No one has the answers. All I can share from you is my inner wisdom and my experience, my own personal experience, being a being, having a human experience. That's it. That's all I can speak from, unless Source chooses to flow through me, right? And that takes great sacrifice. That takes surrendering to the all, great trust and faith and in love to do that, to be a conduit of Source. But we're all instruments of God, as you guys like to use the word. I like to use Source, because God, the term God to me is an entity, like goddess, right? Would it be any different if Jesus was, Josiah, right? Instead of a male, what if she was female, right? She had a female name, and we called on her. I don't, just because Christianity or Islam or Judaism or any other monotheistic religion only has one God, it doesn't make it any different than any other polytheistic religion that has many gods. You just so have, the only difference is that there's just one that they tend to follow. So, but my point is, I like to use the term Source, because Source has no gender. It's formless. It can be expressed in any form. Female, masculine, doesn't matter. A tree, an insect, a mythical creature, an animal, an element. Source shows up as it shows up. It is a force of all, of one. But I digress. But discovering what is right for you, I think is part of the pathless path. Doing what is right for you, thinking the right things for you, feeling. Feelings are not wrong or right. They're just feelings. They're just energy in motion. And I made a video about that. Like, feelings doesn't mean the feelings you feel really doesn't. It's not about being wrong or right when you're feeling what you're feeling. They're just feelings. We're in this weird cultural shift of everything needs to be validated. My feelings need to be validated. No, they're just feelings. It doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make you a bad person or a good person. It makes you human, if anything, to be in the space of your feelings. But feelings change all the time. You have to start tuning and tapping into what is constant for you. What is right for you. That's the tricky part, because there are a lot of good people doing a lot of good things that's not right for them. And I see it. I feel it from people. They can make, I know of an acquaintance of mine. He makes very good money. But every time I'm in his presence, I can feel the unhappiness is palpable. I could taste it oozing from him. How deep his unhappiness is. It's felt. The boredom. This is my life. I have to stick with this no matter what. And that's very sad. There's a lot of pressure, And then doing the right thing for you has consequences. Again, there's no bad or good or bad. There's only the consequences of your actions. And when you choose to do what is right for you, not everybody's going to be on that. Not everybody's going to be on that frequency. Not everybody's going to be on that level of inner and over and understanding. Not everyone's going to have the patience or the tolerance or the know-how or the compassion or even forgiveness or gratitude for whatever you choose to do that is right for you. You have to live with that. Even personally in my family, I'm not going to get too deep because I like to have boundaries. But enabling that's a really big problem. If Source or your God, if God Source opens up a portal for you to make a move that is right for you, that is right for your path, that is right for your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, your spirit, that's right for your life purpose, and you take the jump, you take the leap, but then you try to take something along with you that's good, but it's not right, or that's wrong and it's not good and it's certainly not right. What do you think's going to happen? You'll never be able to truly experience the fulfillment of what is truly right for you or meant for you. That is sad. That begets great suffering. It's almost like, perfect example that happens quite a lot in Black communities, okay, where one person will make it out of the hood, okay, they'll make it out somehow, either through education or through a talent that they have, whether it's a rap artist, music industry, entertainment industry, sports industry, doesn't matter, but they've made it. And what I mean by made it, they don't have to worry about materialistic, any financial issues at all. They have financial freedom at this point. But for some reason, because they chose what was right for them, but for some reason, they'll hold on to what was good for them in the past but it ain't right for them now. They'll bring in Cousin Buki and Cousin Ray Ray and Boom Quisha with, like, and look, I'm not poking fun. I mean, it is what it is. It's just, it's like they take on that, I guess, they feel indebted or responsible or accountable for people who've never taken responsibility or accountability for themselves. How can you truly call yourself a person of God and you're being disobedient? To be obedient is to break some rules, is to break free. There will be consequences of you doing what is right for you. I'll say this. I'm making a switch with a career move back into education because that's how I want to express my humanitarianism. I'm all about the human evolution. I'm all about supporting and the optimism and the hope in our species. So this is how I choose to serve. At first I thought I could get back in the medical field, and I was wrong. I will openly admit that. It is a special calling for those who do that, right? Well, check this out. Education has gotten a really bad rep in the last few years. All the industries in the Western world that I live in are struggling. I think it's intentional struggle. I think it's willful incompetence that's putting a lot of these industries on a stretch, right? But people will just make, comments, side comments. Oh, teaching sucks. Teaching's hard. These teachers, they have this problem. They come for me, for these type of issues. Oh, teachers just suffer. They have no help. They don't do that, and I'm like, why are you talking to, like, have you guys ever had that where someone will literally talk down on what you're about to do? What you're about to change? I'm like, it's not good for you. Number one, it's wrong for you. And then number three, or number two, wherever, it ain't right for you. So why do you feel the need to spew something that I'm already aware of? Do what is right for you, regardless. It's going to go against the grain. People are going to tell you, oh, you shouldn't do that. You don't make any money over there. You don't make any money over here. They don't know what source has in store for you, what God's source has in store for you. The unfolding of your pathless path. They have no freaking clue. Every right decision I made for myself, not good, the right decision I made for myself has gotten me to where I am now, has gotten me to sometimes through very horrendous and very unpleasant, uncomfortable positions. But it's all for my personal growth that is right for me. Not right for my mama, not right for my daddy, not right for my grandparents, not right for my boyfriends or partners I've had, not right for my bosses, my employers, not right for anybody else. It's right for me. And you don't need validation to do the right thing for you at all. You don't need permission. Only by your God source, your heart. That's the message. Let me know what you think. Makes any sense?